Hey everybody, Ben here from the Bonehead Podcast, and we are going to be covering the very last game in the second round of Lockdown Bowl, a fumble tournament run by Rob of Secret Carnage. And tonight I'm joined by Matt's BBL. How you doing, Matt? You okay?
Yeah, pretty good. Excited for this game.
I'm very excited for this game. Now, the game itself is Skaven versus Dwarves, and it's going to be a tough one for the Skaven because they got beat up in the last round. Should we have a quick look at their roster map? Let's go over here, press F5 and make sure the game isn't starting just yet. We're okay for now.
I'll keep an eye on the game.
Thank you very much. So, looking at the Boomtown Rats, yep, they are 2 gutter runners out still. So they're down to 11 players, including a journeyman, and they've got only 2 gutter runners. That's a pretty tough way to play Skaven, and especially when your opponent is an 11-10 dwarf team. What do you think of that, Matt?
I think the dwarves are going to have a pretty easy time hunting down those last 2 gutters if they want to. Which, I mean, they want to.
They definitely want to, absolutely.
And with an edge up runner as well, I think the Skaven are definitely a little bit disadvantaged.
Well, as they say, on any given Sunday or Wednesday, anything can happen. But yeah, I mean, good call out there by you, Matt, on the fact that we have an Edge 4 dwarf runner. So the dwarves have just as much, almost just as much Edge 4 as the Skaven team, and normally that's the Skaven advantage. And then you've got, look at all this tackle: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tacklers and 2 gutters to take out. It's going to be a pretty tough round, I think, for the Skaven. Now, the TVs for both teams are actually quite low. Given that the tournament started at 1200.
So 10-10 and 11-10.
At 11-10.
Okay.
So the Skaven are going to get 100k plus another 100k because the tournament gives 100k inducements extra, regardless of the team value. So the Dwarves are going to get 100,000 gold. Do you think that's going to go on cards?
I hope so. How many rerolls are they running?
I think they've got the 3. Hey Mitch, hey Grubnuts, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining us on the stream.
I don't think they need the 4th reroll, so I think it might go into the cards. I think everyone's found them fun so far.
The cards have been really good fun. It feels like the cards that are available on this tournament are less swingy than the ones that come with the game. I assume that's because in the game you get all the different valued cards, whereas in this tournament it's just the 50k ones. I think they're available, isn't it?
I don't know about
the box game.
The Games Workshop cards. I just haven't seen them.
I've hardly ever used them. Oh, Rob in chat. Hey Rob, how you doing? Says bribe for the death roller.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout actually.
That could be even worse for the Skaven here.
Because they took that, or was that the other dwarf team that took a bribe last game?
I don't know actually. That's the problem with having 2 dwarf teams. They could very well have taken. Actually, we can
have a death roller. Yeah, they do have a death roller.
Corona Apocalypse Now took just took a card last game. So it was the other dwarf team. However,
sure Sloth and Wanderers took a bribe last game. If I remember right, which I'm probably not.
Hey, it's a pretty decent inducement when you want to keep that death roller on the pitch. Because actually, did we cast that game together? Because
the dwarf one, I think we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think it was the dwarf one and the Zinch.
Yeah, the dwarves had to bring on the roller right towards the end of the second half, but then got the bribe to keep him back on, didn't he? Mitch is good. Grubnuts is good. He says ready to watch some death roller crumping. Hey, there's a very good chance this death roller is going to do a lot of work tonight because Skaven are going to be hard pressed to put anything other than line rats on the line, and that's a really easy target for that roller. God, I think it would just be an absolutely brutal feat of fate if the dwarves get to choose to receive. And normally with a dwarf team, you get them to receive, as in you kick it as a dwarf team to give you the most time possible to run that 2-1 grind. But given the strength here, do you think the Dwarves, if they get the kick, will choose to receive to just make the most of that death roller?
Hmm. I think they could. It's really dependent on how who's running the Slotan Wanderers.
It is.
Dirty Bastardo. It depends how he wants to play out that first drive, really. Of if he wants to risk the Skaven getting that 2-turn touchdown and sending his death roller off, or if he wants to,
I mean,
but maybe
that's a
grinding into the
really good point there. The Dwarves do only have 11 players. So that death roller is getting deployed no matter what happens. So if you're the Skaven coach here, do you elect to receive and try and score that 2-turner and make them burn their bribe, knowing that in the second half, whatever happens, they're probably going to be without the death roller? Or do you try and reverse it and make them control that first half? But then I suppose that's a really bad situation, and you do not want the Dwarves to start this first half with the ball, really.
Yeah, I think the Skaven are definitely going to be receiving if they have the choice. And I don't think the Dwarves will want them to receive because they know there's that possibility of getting the death roller sent off.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, once the death roller's gone, you're playing a game of Blood Bowl with 10 Dwarves against a depleted Skaven roster. So
yeah,
that's still not the worst odds at all, is it?
No, not at all, and especially since that death roller will have done some work. So it could be 10 Dwarves against 10 Skaven, or 10 Dwarves against even less Skaven, with pretty decent odds.
Yeah, I mean, I get to run Skaven quite a lot, and you normally end up with a couple of guys out in the first half. It doesn't matter what happens. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So the Skaven are going to have 200k here. Mercenary-wise, that's a couple of linemen at best. Do you think that's a reasonable investment here?
I think they might, but I think they'd be better off with the kegs.
2 kegs and 2 cards.
Yeah, yeah, there are enough rerolls. So yeah, 2 kegs, 2 cards, maybe a keg and a wizard if they feel like that. It's probably not the best run, but it'd be fun.
I don't know. Taking a wizard when you've got gutter runners is never really a bad decision. The cards are fun, but I'm very pro wizard in Blood Bowl. I think they should be unlimited, but
it's the more reliable choice, which is weird to be saying about wizards.
But it is versus cards. Taking that fireball and opening up the cage on the dwarf side. If you can in any way get a gutter run into the ball, there's a really good opportunity to get that steal. And unfortunately, normally when you get 2-0 up with Skaven, you're in a solid position and it's almost game over. But with this roster so vulnerable, there's always going to be that chance for this dwarf team to score, especially with that Edge 4 runner.
Yeah. Is it with the wizard? Is it armor roll with mighty blow?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. They go down, armor roll, mighty blow. Not going to do a lot of work here, really, against the dwarves. But
maybe it'll take out the runners have -1 armor, aren't they?
Yeah, they're armor 8. So yeah, Rob is saying wizards kill cages. In theory, wizards kill cages, Rob. It's never guaranteed, but you only want to take one guy down off the side of a cage, and the cage is open then for a risky blitz on the ball carrier. But you know, Skaven blitzers are not bad players by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh yeah, I've experienced that firsthand a few times. Ghouls being blitzed and killed by Skaven blitzers.
Yeah, I do love Skaven blitzers. So the guys are still not on for the game. But the really sad thing for the Skaven team here is 2 games in and not a single skill up.
Not one.
Not one at all. So first game was a draw against the Greenberger Rugger boys.
Yeah,
which was a tough game, and you know, kind of gave us a good idea of what that game was going to be like, what the team was going to be like. But now no SPPs
against 4 nations. It's
yeah.
It can be a really nasty team to play against.
I have only played against them in 7s actually, and I was playing.
Yeah, they were my round 2. pick,
Yeah, yeah, of
and
course they
I
were.
got steamrolled.
Yeah, lots of touchdowns for those guys. So to be fair though, the Skaven, this is their second game. So they've only had one game, and actually, if you look at it this way, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players who are within an MVP of actually getting a level up. So it could be that this is a growing game for the Rats. I mean, even if they lose this one, they've won one, they've drawn one and lost one at that point. They're still not out of the competition because if they win out the rest of the season, they could still be in for top spot. With a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
a lot of circumstances going their way, sure.
I mean, once these gutters are back, they're going to be. I think next round these Skaven will have a decent shot depending on who they're up against. Because the gutters will be back. Maybe one of them will leveled up.
Yep.
And I mean, you can see the 5 SPP on the gutter runner. They've put the MVP into that.
Yeah.
Because
all that guy needs
I
is
mean,
a cheeky completion. If he gets a touchdown,
what do you take on a gutter runner?
oh, it depends.
Well,
If you get a good stat roll, you go for that. Otherwise, you could see the gutter just going straight for block, maybe wrestle to be that sacking piece.
yeah.
That's always useful to have an edge forward dodge blitzer essentially with wrestle, because you're taking them down and just popping the ball out. Or strip ball is also quite popular. You know, it's never great odds to get in there. The best way to grow gutter runners is to get them edge 5 and then take leap and wrestle and then dauntless. But that's a bit much to expect from this 4-round tournament. Probably fortunately for all the other teams. Anyway, while we wait for these players to rack up, let's have a quick look at the leaderboard, Matt. So, get your Crocs out. The Skink team and the Nippon team will be playing in the next round. There's no way for that to change. So, at least we've got...
That is exciting.
That is going to be a huge match.
Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a game to watch. I'm very excited for that.
So, let's begin there. What's your predictions for that match?
I think the Skinks have the advantage because if the Croxagores can get in the tackle zones of the ninjas,
yeah,
they might have some trouble getting out because of Prehensile Tail. And
Prehensile Tail does a superb job against gutter runners.
Yeah.
You know, your ninja is essentially a gutter runner.
I mean, do they have leap?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, so the leap could negate that, but
Yep.
still, leap's never. You don't get the reroll with it. It's not integral reroll, so it's.
There is no integral reroll for leap. You're right. So it's always going to be a team reroll burning kind of feat. See, my money's actually on the Nippon team.
Oh.
Because yes, there's 4 Croxagores, but if you look at the Nippon team, they've got 4 samurai. One of them who I think has got something absurd like guard and tackle. And
there's a guard dodge one.
Oh, it's a guard dodge.
Yeah.
And then you've got the 2 ninjas who have dodge, who have block. So this team's got 6 block pieces, and everybody except the 2 ninjas are stronger than the line skinks. So
Yeah.
I think that block and the fact that just everybody is strength 3, I think they will get a decent amount of casualties against the skink team. Now the skink team has got the speed, but you and I both saw the ninja in action. So
yeah.
we know that they've got the speed as well. It's going to be a real close game. My money is slightly on the Nippon side because I think they're just going to be able to survive the Croxagore attacks, which have been few and far between thanks to Bonehead, and they're going to be able to take out those skink players.
I didn't see those Croxagores had not the Croxagores. I didn't see the ninjas both had they're both blodge pieces now, so
they are
they're going
indeed
to be difficult to take down, even with the 2 die.
Well, they're going to be, yes, exactly. And the thing is, where
it'll be 3 die with the Croxagores. That won't.
Well, yeah, but you've got to get the Crocs into contact with the ninja. There's only 2 ninjas, so that makes them a lot easier to protect than the Skaven, than the Skinks, because the Skinks before 2/3 of the team. The Nippon team is going to get incidental 2-die blocks on them a lot of the time, and with 6 of the players on the pitch having block, they're going to start applying those casualties. I think it really comes down to the Croxagores. If the Croxagores go to town on the team, then their team has got no chance.
Yeah, we get some better Bonehead rolls than Woodrum's been seeing.
See, he's had 2 games now with an absolute ton of Bonehead rolls.
Yeah.
And 1 out, you know. So if they if they behave themselves, this team's going to be unstoppable. But they've got ninjas and samurais to compete with, and this just goes to show that Blood Bowl is the best game in the world, and Secret League teams just make it even more so, because we've got samurais and ninjas going up against lizardmen and giant lizards. It's just wicked. I love that we had an actual chat around whether or not the dwarves are going to suffer because of the wizard.
Yeah.
It's so good. So Grubnuts in chat has asked, regarding the Nippon team, are they supposed to be human or what? Grebo do a ninja-themed goblin team. Is that for Nippon? No, actually. I was looking for this kind of thing earlier. Let's have a quick look at the Nippon team there. Eeny, meeny, miny, chosen. They're human. They're human all day long.
Really, you could do them as anything, except like dwarves, because they're like you could make them elves easily.
Yeah, you really could.
They've got the edge 4 pieces, and you just like, I don't know, you use war dances for that or something, and give them a little bit, like change the armor on them or something, and then like there's a load of Sigma stuff, or not even Games Workshop stuff, you could use to make them elves, or you could do humans, which is
I think the best way to do them would be to use a Blood Bowl human team and to get some samurai heads from Puppets War. They do 3 different variants with some skull faces, some armored faces, and some samurai faces. That would easily sort out your 4 blitzers, and the samurai are essentially human blitzers, 7-3-3-8 with block. They are just human blitzers. All the Ashigaru are 6-3-3-8, so they're just human linemen, which you can do whatever you like. I think they actually have some Ashigaru heads on Puppets War as well. Ooh, this is pressure. Ashigaru? Boom, there you go. They've got heads for those guys, which would work. The difficulty is when you get to the positionals. So the ninjas, I have yet to find a Blood Bowl scale ninja model. And then there's actually another positional for the Nippon team that this team is not running. They think they're claw guys. Yeah, 2 warrior monks, 7-3-3-7 with claw. Which is a it's a very cool positional that the Chosen of the Orange Simca just aren't running.
I think what I'd do for the ninjas is I've seen them somewhere before. They're like Oni masks. Where it's
cool.
like the kind of the red demon mask.
Yeah.
And I think I'd put them on some like elf positionals, or maybe even on the catchers from the Reavers or something like that. I don't know. I feel like you could make them out of a normal Blood Bowl model, or maybe not even a Blood Bowl one, with just some green stuff and some different parts.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it would be it would be easy enough to put something together that was very obviously something other than the rest of the team. Anything with less armor, even the human catchers with some kind of appropriate head. So Grubnut says, have you seen the Wag Sabi team though? I think I looked at it earlier. Let's have a look. Grebo. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was looking at the Oni because there's a northern Nippon team as well, and they come with Oni. So look at these. These are very, very cool models. They've got the masks on there as well. Actually, I think
that's cool.
I think this team with the bouncy guy, the chainsaw with the Oni mask.
So that's got the secret weapons for the Goblin team.
It has, absolutely. And the don't know what that is. That might just be fan favorite guy. Maybe a bomber. Oh yeah, probably a bomber.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it will be because he's got the little backpack thing on.
Yeah, the Oni are very cool. Look at that ninja goblin. That's a really cool team.
What's the one with the like kunai knife meant to be?
We've seen a ball and chain. Was there a chainsaw guy?
Maybe that's the chainsaw.
Maybe it could just be just a player.
Yeah, it could just be a lineman. There
we go. Because the linemen themselves are very cool looking. €85. It's not bad if you want a team that's all in. One.
I mean, Grebo always do quality stuff. So
I've yet to see. I've yet to buy my first Grebo team, although I was putting together an order this morning. Yeah, they do very cool stuff.
They do some new stuff.
How are we doing for the game? Oh, we are doing the game. So let's bounce over, close down the shopping, and go look at the game. Because this is going to be a fun one, and it could be a rout, but also we could see something very, very special here. We could see some very Skaven, very Skaven-y goodness, and I will be very excited for that. There's a lot of people in chat who aren't happy.
About the rats? Or...
Oh, Grubnuts has got them. And Alistair Pring in chat says the impact to the team. Nathan, how you doing? Warlord made warrior monks and ninja for test of honor. Ah, there we go. That definitely gives us a chance to find some ninja models. Fumble is up. So,
there we go.
Howdy spectators, excuse the delay, slight tech issues. On Fumble? Surely not. Let's give them a good luck, chaps. Cheer. Grubnut says, just can't handle metal. Ah, well, there's not a lot of metal models left, but Fanath do the metal stuff. They've got my little lizard people, the little frog team from Fanath, and they are so good. I cannot wait to get the dwarf team from them, which is strange. I played dwarves the other day against Stephen Knowles in sevens, and they were great. I really enjoyed dwarves, which is a weird thing to say out loud.
Dwarves are just awful.
They were playing against Ethereal though. It's playing against the Ethereal team because Stephen's just big into the Ethereals right now, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I caught the beginning of that stream.
Ooh, Boomtown Rats, 1 inducement and 1 star. Bloodboy's a keg.
We do have a bribe for the
bribe and Creek Rust Gouger. So the Skaven team is going all in on the ball and chain here. Movement 5, strength 7, ball and chain with mighty blow. This guy is massive.
And bribe to keep him on the field.
Exactly. That is a really solid pickup there.
How much is he then?
Heresy, Grubnut said. It seemed appropriate. I wanted to try Frenzy, and I wanted to see if the dwarves with the slower movement could handle running around playing Blood Bowl in tunnels like they were supposed to from 2nd edition Dungeon Bowl, and they did. I can't remember. I think it might have been a 1-all. I think it was 1-all, very nearly 2-1 to the dwarves, but Stephen was just stabbing stuff like crazy. He's having a great time with those wraiths.
Yeah, they are. Stab's a good skill. I didn't realise it until I started playing in this tournament.
Absolutely not. I'm impressed. I mean, we saw them at Tombstone just go to town on the Were team, and ever since then, it turns out that having 4 stabs is very useful. And the other thing is there is a Forest Goblin Stunty League team, and they've got stickers. Yeah. They have stab, and in Stunty League that is horrific because everyone in Stunty League is armor 6.
Armor 7 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, 5/6 is the most common armor. So just stabbing away at the front line is wicked. Right, here we go. The Skaven are set up, and they are going to be kicking, and they've got Creek Rust Gouger on the pitch right from the beginning. So,
yeah, I think because they're against dwarves. And the dwarves are receiving. I think the Skaven are banking on this being quite a long drive. I think it's.
They've got some ninjas and some samurai. That is brilliant. So Alistair Pring in chat sending us a link to the Impact miniatures. There's your team. Look at that. 4 samurai, 2 ninjas. That's cool. That's very cool. Right, back to Skaven Ball and Chain. Nathan Woods in chat. Look great on paper. Let me down every time. Oh, do you know what the great thing is, Nathan, is taking both Creek Rust Gouger and Fez Glitch. Man, double ball and chain with Skaven. It's just so much fun. It will not win you the game, but it will scare the hell out of your opponent. Hey Steve, how you doing? Let's go. Blood Bowl time. Yes, right. So it's going to be Death Roller against Creek Rust Gouger.
That's an odd place to put a ball and chain.
Well, It actually seriously is an odd place. Is it that he's thinking strength in depth, like defense in depth here? That these linemen are basically dead anyway?
Yeah, I think he's banking on these linemen being knocked over and someone following up, and then the ball and chain can swing back.
He said never actually used a ball and chain player before, so wish me luck.
Oh,
We might have been applying a little bit more strategy there than there may have been. But I'm on board because this is going to... All those blocks, if they follow up, they're going to end up right in smacking distance. And the other benefit of a ball and chain player, which I pulled off poorly with my snotlings this round, is you can push your own players. So if your players, for example, have dodge... so like with the Titchy guys on my snotling team, if you get them extra movement, we're opening here with a block. It's push back, double push, and stepping into Creek Rust Gouge's attack range. And another block there. Power push stuns the light. Yeah, that's it. Stun. Yeah, Steve, he's going to push his own guys. It would not be a bad idea to get a one-turn touchdown or a quick touchdown by using that. Risky, but you know, not bad. So just seeing the Dwarves down here move up and tag those Skaven players. Deep kick with one runner, but it is the Edge 4 runner in the backfield. So what do you think? Dwarves just tagging those Skaven to limit the movement?
Yeah, trying to stop the linemen from supporting the gutters if the gutters even can get through.
Yeah. Well, these guys all got tackle there, so every single square across this pitch is guarded by tackle now. That's a gutter runner's worst nightmare.
Yeah. Still Edge 4, so it's still a 2+, but they don't get the reroll. So
no, and they're running through...
And a 2+ is not as nice as it sounds.
Well, they're running through tackle zones.
Yeah.
So it's not just the one. If it's a 1-3+, then, no problem at all. If it's more than 1-3+, it's rough odds. And where the blitzers are now tagged by the Longbeards, there's going to be... It's going to be a struggle to get a profitable block on any of these guys to punch a hole through for the gutters on the edge.
Yeah,
that's very good placement by the dwarf coach. Okay, it's the beastly runner with his mighty Edge 4 picking up that ball on a 3, so wouldn't have even needed the edge. Come on, runs up. Okay, so gutter runner.
He did have to reroll it with sure hands.
Oh, he did. It's a 1. A 1 fails no matter how elf-like you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With some horrific dodge rolls, a gutter runner could get to the ball to take a horrible block, but I cannot imagine that is what we're going to see. I think probably gutter runner onto the dwarf just to take some 2 dice blocks. Oh, Slayer blitz. That gutter runner on the edge there. He's going off the pitch.
That's the lineman.
Oh, it's just a lineman. Oh, thank goodness for that for the Skaven team. That lineman is gone, though, into reserves. So that's a Skaven stunned and a Skaven off the pitch in the very first turn. This is going to be a long game for the Skaven player.
And a gutter runner marked.
Yeah. But not with tackle.
It's not a tackle player.
Yeah. Exactly. And the other Slayer up top coming in to stop that free 2-die block from the lineman there. It's a 3-die block. Push back, power push. Just gets it. Going to see a chain block here. And are we going to follow up with the death roller? We are. Look at that. That dwarf just facing into Fezglitch.
It is a 2-die uphill block from Fezglitch from Creek into...
It is, because a block of 17 down south on that line.
Yeah.
Both those Skaven are stunned, so no easy way to stand up and apply an extra tackle zone there. That has essentially taken Fezglitch out of play here. Because if he takes it, we all know he's going to roll a 3 or 4 and go straight into that negative 2-die block, and that's going to end his turn quicker than really being punched in the face with the ball and chain should be.
And if he goes down, it's automatic knockout, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is. Yes, it is. If
knockout or more, yeah.
Yeah. Which is brutal.
Maybe they'll try and go down instead with Creek, or maybe they just. I can't see them not moving him because then he'll just get blocked next turn by the Death Roller.
And quite possibly a really strong counterplay for the Dwarf team. So 2-die block with the Blitzer. It's a double POW. Trying to see if and stuns the Dwarf.
Okay.
11 on the armor. Stephen rolled at least
And that would have been
3
a KO
10s.
without Thick Skull.
Dwarves saved by the toughness. So, Creek. He's active. Are we going to see Noel take the risk? He does, and it pays off. Gets a really strong hit. Powers the guy down. He has got Mighty Blow. Which doesn't work. And now Creek, if he goes north, he tries.
He's going to try.
Brave. Classic ball and chain. He takes it. Pow push. Gets him down. Takes down the Death Roller.
Risky, but that definitely paid off.
Stand firm's probably not going to be great for the Death Roller here. Oh, he just moves the other way and hits the dwarf on the ground. That's the greatest thing about ball and chain, is that being prone does not protect you at all. Yeah,
and it doesn't count as a foul, does it?
No, it doesn't. So you're just safe all day long. Grubnut says, savage. That was huge. That was a risky play, and it paid off really well for Skaven.
I think we're going to see quite a lot of risks from the Skaven this game. I think they need to take them.
Oh, that, however, is going to suck for them. He's got a chance at a reroll, but he's a loner. 2 dice, both down, and a skull. And against Dwarf, that is not what you want to see. Oh, takes it and wastes it. Well. And he is out. That was a complete range of luck there from the Skaven. Getting very, very lucky with Creek. And then just failing with that knockout lineman.
I'd rather be down a journeyman than down my star player. So I'd be quite glad it was that way around if I was the Skaven coach.
Badly hurt. He's badly hurt. He is badly hurt. Right, Dwarf turn 2. Is that literally just getting the Death Roller in there? It's always tempting to blitz with the Strength 7 piece with no Digger traits, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think...
yeah, we're going to go for it.
We're going to have another Crown Surf this turn. If you see that Troll Slayer up at the top.
Up top, absolutely. This game.
Could be a really mean turn.
It could, but look at that. Putting that Dwarf back into place with against Creek. Standing him up at least makes him roll the dice. We're going to get a free 2-die Frenzy block on the gutter down south as well. Oh, here we go. It's your Slayer up top there, Matt. Oh, saved by being knocked to the ground.
much better for the...
He just works his way to catch that fist. Okay, the runner. We forgot about the ball here for a second. The runner is open as day up top. I mean, we've got 1 unassailed Skaven, and now that second second gutter, oh, goodness me, second Dwarf runner has tagged the Skaven blitzer. So there is now no free Skaven in range of that runner. And the gutter is in fact in contact with the blocker, so that tackle is going to negate the free dodge roll.
It is.
But I think what we're going to see here is just a few more profitable Dwarf blocks, perhaps. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this Troll Slayer is definitely going to...
Oh, okay, that's actually quite big as well. That blocker, while going for it, looks like possibly a bit of a misclick. Had to burn the reroll. Exactly, had to burn the reroll to keep the turn rolling. And it's going to be a 2-die block here, either with the blocker in contact with the gutter in the centre of the field, or a 2-die frenzy block down south from the Slayer on the runner. It's the blocker first, push back and pow. So doesn't even need tackle, drops him and puts that blocker in contact with 2 more Skaven players. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4 active Skaven players plus Creek Rustgouger. And then
Creek's movement.
5, which is pretty massive. Okay, Eli Lark, the Slayer, pows that Skaven to the ground, chucks him into contact with 2 tackle players, and does not break his armor though. So those 2 gutter runners really getting away with it there.
Yeah. I'm not sure that looks going to hold if they keep taking as many blocks as they have been.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, you're bang on the money. If those gutters stay on the ground, that's something at least until we see the Death Roller in action. Getting that dirty player bonus to take out a gutter is definitely worth a risk. So it's turn 2 for the Skaven. The Boomtown Rats taking an absolute beating in that Dwarf second turn. Any good moves for them here?
I think it's just got to be move further upfield, maybe form a side cage with the Troll Slayer and if you block lineman 9 in the middle there out of the way, getting this dwarf up into that side cage as well. These Skaven don't have enough players to break a side cage, really, I don't think.
Okay, so
It could be an early stall.
I wonder if the Skaven tactic here is just to take those profitable blocks. So both down and a pushback here from a blitzer. He can stay in place or he can push him. And then just farm casualty blocks with Rust Gouger.
Yeah, definitely could be. If they can remove a couple dwarves from the field, then they could equalise, and then when they're receiving, run away with the 2-1.
If I'm seeing right, the Skaven have the bribe and the Dwarves don't. So if they can use...
Creek on the field,
well, there. But that's it. But if... Oh, Mighty Blow.
KO.
Knocks out the Dwarf. That's what I mean. If
have the keg, though. So that dwarf might be back in next drive.
Yeah, but if Creek... Oh, if Creek can take out enough Dwarves or enough put that pressure on to make the Dwarves score, the Death Roller's gone where Creek is back in.
Yeah.
He's down. Armor holds.
And the Skaven, they can't really... not the Skaven, sorry. The Dwarves, they can't really threaten Creek without that Death Roller.
No, they can't. Well, Slayers have Dauntless, so could be interesting. Big roll, but still an opportunity. 2-die block here against the Troll Slayer up top.
Re-rolled into a power push, and the Troll Slayer is down.
That's good work there from the Skaven coach. Let's see the armor roll. Come on, Fumble. You can do it. 5, not so much. Is that a blitz action? It is a blitz action. So do you think we'll see the lineman here on the ball carrier? No.
Apparently not. Moving back the screen a little bit. Okay.
And quite possibly a blitzer dodge in the middle, I reckon, to get away. It's a risky roll, and the Skaven have used their rerolls, but a 3+ is not bad odds for this team right now. Look at that. Checking out some profitable blocks there. He's got a 1-die on a runner. Might be tempted to take it. He's got the block skill bonus.
Pushback, okay. I don't think that's ideal.
No. Not bad. Is he going to take 2 dice up? I love that the Skaven coach is considering that as an option. Grubnut says he's not tagged the ball carrier. Surely that's a misplay. Quite possibly. It might be that he just wants to create a roadblock here for the Dwarves to have to barge through. Oh, the gutter goes down. Is that a double one fail? Oh, double one. Snake Eyes for the gutter, and his armor breaks. So we've got a free block here by the Death Roller. Going to see Mighty Blow go to work, and he is saved by his armor. I wonder if the Skaven player just wants this Dwarf team to have to try and move through him, allowing Creek down here to take advantage of these 3 Dwarf players that are grouped together.
Yeah, possibly. I think it's definitely a case of stalling the touchdown rather than stopping it with that screen instead of locking up the ball carrier.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think they are probably opening up for either.
They're not.
I can't think any fouls. Probably Creek.
Yeah, I think the advantage that the Skaven team has right now is that Creek can block multiple times a turn, whereas the Death Roller just gets maybe 1 block or 1 foul a turn. So it's limiting the effectiveness of those players.
And with that foul, that's a 1 in 6 chance of just the Death Roller is off for the rest of the game. So anyway. I don't think the Dwarves want to take that risk. Probably
not unless it's a juicy gutter runner target.
Yeah.
Although they seem to be doing quite well taking the gutters out of action for now.
Yeah. They could just move that Death Roller over and just
stomp
on the gutter.
Yeah, Grubnuts, they did not get a bribe. So if that Death Roller goes, he is gone unless our red team uses and rolls that 6 to argue the call. Grubnuts said I'd be forced in the touchdown. Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, they've got a card and what kind of card is that? They've got a Dirty Trick card and a Bloodweiser keg.
The keg is an interesting choice versus Skaven.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing many dwarves being knocked out. Maybe we'll see a few.
Hey, we've got one already, I suppose.
But, yeah.
Could come in real handy. Okay, we've got a blitz here from the dwarf. 2 dice on a gutter. With tackle, pow pushback. Gets the natural pow. Just going to pass that gutter around within that little death cage. And his armor holds. But interestingly, both gutters on the ground. Along with literally all the other Skaven, I think. It's funny, the Skaven team are absolutely winning the bottom of the pitch and losing heavily at the top.
Yeah, and the top's where the ball is, so...
Yeah, so the ball carrier is going to move now, and if he wants to, if he goes up, he's got a lineman blocking the way. If he goes down, then there is actually a lot of Skaven that can break away and attack him. Stephen just said, Dwarves just wanted beer. It's a theme buy. That's fair enough. Or ultimate sweet brag of this team, say, I can afford to waste money. Look at that. Swings round, just skirts the edge.
Yeah, I think that was the right move there for that dwarf runner. Get him near the near the end zone so he can threaten that touchdown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's actually 2 go for it's away from a touchdown. So if he gets a lot of pressure, the dwarf player can take it. But we've got to see this dwarf coach camp in the end zone here, surely.
I mean, next turn he can get up near it and he can just like threaten for the rest of the half. I can get a touchdown.
Yeah, chuck a corner touchdown cage. So Skaven standing up all over the pitch, getting their numbers back into the mix. And in a second, we're going to see Creek go to work against some dwarves.
Creek's kind of he's not got many possible targets down there, has he? He can't really move up though with that wall of Skaven that he doesn't want to hurt in his way.
He cannot, but the Skaven coach is going to help him out. That follow-up is going to make it even harder for Creek to do anything murdery.
If they move these Skaven out of the way to mark up some people, that he could just move Creek straight up and just.
That is a very Skaven tactic. Sell that lineman down the river. So there's one Skaven lineman in the top there that could dodge away, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a single go for it and a dodge could get onto the ball carrier, which might not be a terrible play here to just apply that pressure to the Dwarves and make them roll the dice, because at the moment the Dwarf coach is just picking and choosing which blocks he makes, because that ball carrier is free as you like.
Yeah. No block on the ball carrier, so it's not actually going to be that difficult to take down if you can get the 2-die block.
Okay, it's the Edge 4 one as well. We don't want him to go. So we've got a blitz here from the blitzer all the way round onto the ball carrier. I did not see that. It's a single pushback. Are we going to see a reroll here? I think the coach is thinking about it.
Yeah.
Reroll into a pow. Fantastic work there. Follows up, ball is out into a tackle zone, and that blitzer follows up into the tackle zone of another runner. That's great play there. I mean, there's almost no chance the Skaven team can get the ball now, and Creek just speeding his way all over the centre of the pitch.
Sees him go for it. Oh,
it's funny when you see the pause on the player, you do think. Grubnut said that's some crazy risk right there. Good job though. It's good play. Noel is going for it here. Okay, right. Slow turn Wanderers, turn 4. The ball is loose and in one tackle zone. But probably not for long. I feel like there's a couple of profitable blocks to clear that one Skaven off the ball there.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the dwarf is spoilt for blocks, really. 2-die on the gutter runner. Yep, clears him off. Pow's skull goes down already. And his armor's saved again. And the first block is a push, and the second block is going to be both down. Takes the lineman down, and his armor is good. But that does now free up either one of the runners to take a dodge. Oh, 3-die block here from the Death Roller. Only a pushback.
That's lucky for the Skaven coach.
And another 2-die block here against the Skaven.
No, he'll be pushed into.
Yeah, has to go north.
Or he just won't move because it's both down.
Both down. And another block.
Thinning out these Skaven numbers.
Absolutely. So, Death Roller, Frenzy or Block? If you had one choice, Matt.
I'm not the best player, so I tend to go for what's more fun rather than what's better. I think what's better, Block all the way. But Frenzy, it's got to be. It's strength 7. You're making more blocks.
That's it. The roller is so expensive that I think it having Frenzy or some other way to just really apply its weight in gold onto the pitch, I think would make it really good. Frenzy, innit? Yeah, Grubnuts is all over it. He says, I think we're going to see a few pows and a cage form from the Dwarves, then some slow play for the half.
If we do see this Death Roller level up, what do you think it'll get if it's just rolls normal?
Well,
does it get strength access, yeah? Just strength.
As it's already got break tackle, so guard.
Maybe grab.
Oh, grab might be good, yeah. Okay, ball carrier picks it up. It is the Edge 4 guy. He's back on track, but he has to take a go for it to get out of inevitable blitz range from the lineman. Now there's
just go for it.
Yeah. First block here is a natural pow from the Slayer onto the lineman. So there is a blitz. Yeah, farming the 1-die blocks. Got the skill advantage with block there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a blitzer dodge from the Skaven available, but that runner number 5 is active now. If he moves off the Skaven, it will make it easier for him to blitz the ball carrier. Or harder if he goes there. If he goes one more square... No, see, that's a good stop. And now the Boomtown Rats, turn 4. Can the Skaven players... Can the Skaven coach pull off another great defensive turn again? Or does he just run up with Rust Gouger into the middle of that little ball of hell there?
I think got to move some rats out of there first.
Oh! He's surely going to go all the way out here and then north. Oh no!
This could be bad.
He's thinking, do I go right?
He goes right.
And then stay in place or go for it for a cheeky
right.
block upwards. Or upwards might not be bad. Death Roller
Even
needs...
if he doesn't get a block and he gets to go for it, that ball carrier is going to be pretty scared of the...
Yeah, that's actually great.
Strength 7 mighty blow.
What is going to cause more pressure on a ball carrier than a strength 7, movement 5 ball and chain? He takes it, hits his own Skaven on the ground. And stuns him. We've got another go for it opportunity here to... Ooh, absolutely...
Where he was.
Yeah, exhaust his movement, has stunned his own Skaven.
That's the thing with ball and chain. Sometimes it's going to
work
perfectly, and sometimes it's going to do that.
Grubnuts, that guy will just mince through whatever squares he's in. There's no dodging, no tackle zones, no nothing. It just hits whoever.
Yeah, no one's getting near enough to knock him over.
Yeah,
Swinging a ball and chain
whoever
around.
he hits gets hit. Whether they're on the ground, it's just armor. If they're standing, it's a block on whoever it is, your team or their team. All right, Gutter runs up, tags that other runner. What else can we see here? Rob in chat says Death Rollers need shadowing. But with movement 4, they're going to do a rubbish job of it. Yeah, Creek doing some good work there. We've got a 2-die blitz here, which is going to free up both down and push back. So can knock him down where he is and then follow up onto the ball carrier. And stuns him. Grubnuts, ball and chain are fantastic, especially for the Skaven team. Because you've got so much movement that you can really capitalise on the devastation that's caused by them. That's why the Snotling team is so much fun. It's because they've got a movement 6 ball and chain.
You don't see it with the Goblins, because the Goblins are just not a very good team. But ball and chain is actually quite a good skill.
It's very lucky that a lot of teams don't have it. It is just the Skaven and just Skaven and Goblin related teams, isn't it?
Yeah, Skaven, Goblins, and Underworld, and then
I don't think the Orcs even have access to a star.
They can't get fungus.
Hmm.
No. He's the goblin with the goblin star with the ball and chain. I think.
Oh.
Fungus twin.
Oh, brutal. I was going to say, a dodge here with the lineman and fails and burns a team reroll. That's the last reroll for the Skaven. But could have been worth it to try and get that Skaven around onto the ball. Nathan Woods in chat says, Creek doing some work, wraps the chain around his own neck each time I take him. 2-die block here against a Skaven. Lineman goes down, armor holds.
I've never used Creek before. Is he just Skaven or is he Skaven in Underworld?
Ooh, he might be Underworld now, actually. Games Workshop, it's one of the new generation of stars. And I think Games Workshop like to...
He is Underworld,
yeah,
according to Fumble, so...
Oh, there you go. I think that's... Oh, definitely. That's just a lot of fun waiting to happen. Makes up for only having the one troll on the Underworld team.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 dice. Frenzy Blitz here. It's a POW on the Gutter Runner. From the Slayer. Follows up. Armor holds again. Those Gutters being very resilient. Angry Hobbit, how are you? How's it going? Nathan says he's no Fez Glitch. He's a bit of a level up from Fez Glitch. Codex Creep. Fez Glitch is 100k, and I think he's movement 3, maybe movement 4, and I don't think he's
is he another ball and chain?
Yeah, for Skaven. He's the yeah,
disturbing presence, foul appearance as well.
Yeah,
can't block him.
He's the OG ball and chain for Skaven. Okay, pow push. Taking that Blitzer down. His armor holds. He's good. Skaven and Underworld, says Rob. Yep, really fun players. This is why we're such a big fan of the Bonehead Bowl build, is because you get 2 teams and 2 teams worth of star players to choose from. So if you wanted to take Orc and Goblin, you could just pile in all the ball and chains to go with your strength 4 Black Orcs. Awesome, awesome roster.
We saw just a second ago failed dodge with that dwarf there.
It was bold move.
Yeah, I assume trying to put some pressure on that blitzer there.
Man, that's a huge dodge attempt on a 5+ as well.
Yeah, it's brave.
Angry Hobbit.
They burned the reroll on it as well.
They did. It's interesting. Angry Hobbit says, not too bad. Calling it a night on his Goblin team, raising his blood pressure. Yeah, goblins can be like that. They're so close to greatness, but they end up just being an SPP farm for their foes. Unless you've got Ripper, then you're just quids in. Ripper and a Doom Diver is a touchdown machine. It's just power play there. Okay, so Boomtown Rats, turn 5. Skaven Lineman standing up all over the place, waiting to get punched in the face by Dwarves again. But every Dwarf punch risks the double skull that the Skavens need here. They have got a bad block on the ball carrier right now.
If they stand up the gutter, that will put the gutter in a frenzy tackle zone, which isn't good. But they will get the 1-die block with block against the ball carrier, which could be just what they need.
And if following up, if they push him, they could push him into the corner square from that lineman.
Yeah.
As well, so they could even get a follow-up block that would still be 1 dice, but still it's a pair. Creek going to town here. Opportunity for a 3-die block on a Slayer. Gets it.
And he gets it.
Pows him down. Mighty blow. Works for both sides. Knocked out. Honestly, the thing we said about the keg not being useful for the dwarves. It's not...
Yeah, we were wrong.
Yeah.
Unless it just doesn't work, which...
True, but...
Which it is possible.
That's it. It may not work, but still, the dwarf team is now going to need that keg to bring them back. Rob says, Nathan's problem is his Creek is too fantastic, painted and converted. He detracts from the glory of Nuffle and must be punished. Oh. Angry Hobbit, don't play for the win, I play for the maybe. That's stunty all day long. It's good to see people playing Fumble on Twitch. Man, it's been so great playing this tournament and getting to stream some of the games within the tournament because it's such a great format. Oh, here we're going to see the follow-up block here on the ball carrier. Oh, it's a pushback. Such an opportunity for the Skaven player, but now 2 Skaven on... Oh no. 2 Skaven on the ball carrier and a very easy surf here for lineman number 8 to the left of the ball carrier.
Yeah, it's...
Slayer, anybody moves in and blitzes that guy, he's gone. And then It's... Ooh, but then again, wouldn't be able to dodge away with the runner. Would just be able to make a push at a single die block. So he's going to have to choose his blitz very wisely here.
If that runner doesn't get freed up, we could really easily see him get
Shoved off the side.
Even 2-die uphill.
Against the sideline is fine.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So the Edge 4 runner could be out of the game.
That roller steaming across. Well, actually, you've called it right there, Matt. Edge 4 Dwarf runner. That's what is that into 1 tackle zone? That's a 3+. Dwarf players got rerolls. That's a 3+, 2+. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 3+, 2+ touchdown. It looks ropey, but it's still at pretty good odds. It's a stretch play, but it's pretty good odds. Push back both down here from the blitz on the blitzer. So, just a push and a follow-up with both down. That's going to bounce off. And uses the reroll for a push. So does clear 1 away. That's going to be a 2+ exit now for that runner.
Safe from the surf now, though.
He's safe from the surf and no tackle zones to dodge through. So anything but a 1.
Reroll's been used though.
Oh! Absolutely brutal. And
that is unlucky.
If there's any team that can take advantage of a fumbled ball, it is Skaven. And look at that gutter runner sitting right there. So it could be blitzer block, troll slayer away, gutter in, grabs ball. Blitzer block on the Troll Slayer. Doesn't get +1. But Creek going for a block first. Oh man, where was the greed surf? It was a... Yeah, would have benefited here. Pow push, drops a guy. Creek going to town. And he's gone. That's a 3rd knocked out Dwarf. I am not sure these guys have thick skull. Creek, is he going to go north and just try that cheeky block on that Slayer? I'm getting called out in chat here. Anything but a 1. What a mean thing to say. I know, Anthony, I know. I feel like one of those NFL broadcasters that says he's not throwing an interception all game. And then Tony Romo turns up. Here we go. The Slayer is down and stunned. Look at that. Clear out of the Dwarf. And 2 Dwarves pinned against the sideline with Creek Rostgouger looming over them.
These Skaven were really fighting uphill, but they've done a hell of a job defending.
Skaven. Shouldn't be rooting for either team here, but Skaven all the way. If they can get a defensive, touchdown here.
Oh, I can't really see that happening. It could.
Hey! We've got We've got 3 turns here. So this gutter who's on the ground, he stands up and moves 6 squares leftwards. That gutter here could literally just grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're seeing linemen moving preparation for that. Grubnut says the board state has changed dramatically, massively so. If we had a little advantage meter, it would be on the Skaven side now, which I didn't think it was going to break into this half. Steve, glad even in the UK Romo is a joke. Yes, but I'm saving the Jay Cutler jokes till it gets really bad. Oh, gutter runner gets the ball. I miss Jay Cutler. As a Packers fan, I miss Jay Cutler playing for the Bears. Oh, gutter all the way around the edge here. It's a pass action. We're going to see a 4+ pass.
Oh, it is.
It's made, and it's not. But, however, they've cleared that ball right out. And
yeah, it's in a tackle zone. So, it's in 1 tackle zone, but...
Oh, yeah, it's in a tackle zone, but there's also 2 Skaven on the closest Dwarf. And the downside of Dwarves, even for all their armour and skills and everything like that, is they've got no movement. So there's 1 Dwarf next door to Creek Rustgouger, who has to go for it once to get a tackle zone on the ball. I just don't know where the Dwarf player starts here, but he does, and that is a both down, dropping that lineman on the ground.
The only way they can get a tackle zone on the ball, as far as I can see, is...
Dodging with number 8 blocker?
Yeah, dodging with blocker 8, or with... Well, not anymore, but with blocker...
Oh, taking a... Yeah, or the blitz. However, does drop that gutter. Breaks his armour.
Gutter, which is always nice.
That's going to be a real... real dampener on the touchdown opportunity here for the Skaven. But I mean, Skaven linemen are not slow. Steve is a Lions fan. That's cool. I love Stafford. I love the way he plays. It's a good division at the moment. This year is going to be a really good year. Unless you're a Bears fan. Because Trubisky's having a tough time. That roller could have got a double surf. He could have done, but he would have... with the blitz in there, he could have pushed him and, yeah, just surfed. Oh, yeah, that would have been amazing.
A chain push surf on the...
Just taking that lineman out. Okay, so 2 dice here on the dwarf. Drops him to the ground with a power push. Oh, my goodness. Who's the casualty in here? I tell you what, Matt, I'm doing really well on my match predictions this round. And I think...
You predict Skaven for this
I
one?
did not predict Skaven for this one. I think I'm going to have another upset. And do you know who the other upset was?
It was me, wasn't it?
It was blooming you, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled so poorly in that game. I underestimate the Four Nations team, which I shouldn't have done because they're really good.
We could see a handoff here.
Yeah.
No, it's a move action. Didn't select handoff. Could have got a stretch play. Isn't going to need it because he's got enough Skaven around it.
Off a reroll. And they're not really threatened by any dwarves down there.
And that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, it's a go for it into the end zone for that Skaven player next turn.
That's turn 8, isn't it?
Anthony, roll it into the Roger, get the lino out, then a ball's hit to finish up the roller if he wanted. Excuse me. Okay, just moves up for the 2-die block here. And now, it's certainly not over for the Dwarves in any way, shape or form. Oh, that's a smashed knee there. Who was it against? Who was it against? Who's out? Who's out?
That was a lineman, I think, or a...
Okay, well, linemen don't count. Linemen don't count. That's fine.
2 linemen out at the moment. 1 badly hurt, 1 seriously injured.
Oh, and another guy of Pinky, who is one of the blitzers. That is the death roller.
Is that going to be in the Appa? They have an Appa, don't they?
They do indeed. Yeah. It's a blitzer. I think it's a vanilla blitzer.
No Appa.
No, I think that's fine. He's got 2 SPP. I think
he's badly hurt. He's fine.
He's just badly hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The smash knee was on the lineman.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, I was going to say I'm pretty sure that Noel has enough gold to replace a few players here as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Connor starting a blitz action and changing his mind. It's got to be a blitz dodge somewhere. Although that blocker is free. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's bad. Bad turn of events here for the dwarf coach.
There is. I don't think there's any chance of that blocker dodging out with a prehensile tail on
Creek. Yeah, Creek just proving his worth there at 130k. It's 2-die up here. Got the block advantage. No, it's going to be a blitz with the blocker on the sideline. Go for it, 1, gets it. Go for it, 2 for the blitz, gets it, and rolls a skull. Oh my goodness, and breaks the armor, stunning the dwarf. Heck of a blitz attempt.
All the dwarves can hope is that this is a 1.
And he gets it straight into the end zone. Didn't even give me the opportunity to curse the die roll. Wow, what an upset.
Breaks off though. The bribe didn't work.
The bribe didn't work. And argue the call at the oh wow! Argue the call did work. The death roller stays, man. That's huge.
That is.
What is that? That is. And we got a dirty trick. Exploding runes.
I've got this up here.
Okay, good. Thank you for coming prepared.
Where's this? Rumskull's Exploding Runes. Before setting up, your player gains Bombardier, no hands, secret weapon, -1 to pass roll, entire game.
It's on the death roller. It's on the death roller.
Bombardier. Right. He's already got no hands, so that doesn't do anything.
And he's already got a secret weapon. Now he's a Bombardier
with
death
-1
roller.
to pass roll.
Yeah, with agility 1.
That's a 6 No.
Rob, if you're in chat, if you're still watching, this is your kind of player now. A bombardier with literally no chance to throw the bomb.
He has all of the skills in the world. He has too many.
That text box
How
is,
many?
is actually in danger. I'd love to see our red coach here chuck another card on him just to see if he can break fumble.
Sadly, that's all the cards in the game. I do wish there were more.
Oh, that is all the cards. But actually, you know what? We've seen some brilliant inducement choices here.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting, and have been thoroughly entertaining as well. Alright, so Dwarves are setting up to kick away in the second half, and they are down a touchdown. But look at that. 3 of their guys did not recover from a knockout. No, 2 didn't recover from a knockout, and apparently it's very difficult to recover from being badly hurt.
Only 8 players afield.
And one of them is a secret weapon. We are going to see some 7s on Twitch, and I'm a happy, happy Ben. Skaven, 8 players. So it's 8 on 8.
Yeah, 8 players both.
We have got Blood Bowl 8s live to you here. I said to Tiff, don't worry, game will be done by about 10 o'clock. These coaches are like, hold my dice. I've got this. So, huge there. The bribe not working for Creek. The Dwarves now have the strength and the skill advantage. What do you think? It could... Do you think they're going to get the defensive touchdown here, or do you think the Skaven are going to be able to two-turn it now with no players in the Dwarf backfield?
These sidelines are very, very open for a gutter runner to run up. And the Dwarves could... I mean, these runners could go in for a blitz on them, which wouldn't be good for the gutters, obviously. But
yeah, the runners are there for a blitz. That Troll Slayer on the south side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, would just about be able to reach a gutter if it ran through.
It's a 9 movement. Yeah, just about. And then that's...
Oh, that's going to end it.
Quick snap.
1, 2. Yeah, that means he can put his gutters now on the line, move the thrower 1 square deeper towards the ball, and just go 2 wide receivers down the pitch. I know that throwing with Edge 3 is never superb, but when you're 1-0 up, you've got an opportunity to really press on there. And moving the lineman away from the death roller, never a bad strategy. Okay, so blue team, Skaven, the Boomtown Rats are going to have an opportunity here to get 2 free blocks on the Dwarves and then do whatever the heck they want with the 2 remaining gutter runners.
Do they have 8 blitzers still? Yeah, they've got 1 blitzer, yeah. Yeah,
the other one's badly hurt, isn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't even, I think, use the blitzer. Makes most of it with the lineman here. So are still going to be able to have a profitable blitz action.
Just trying to free up the blitzer, I think.
He is free now. So, surely, yeah, there we go. We're going to see it now. Blitzer's going to blitz of the top. Maybe? Maybe not. Surely he's going to take this block here because it's a free 2 dice. Can block him downwards into the pitch. Yeah. Push back, though.
Push back to goal.
If he follows up, which he kind of has to now to make sure that Longbeard can't move onto the gutter, he's going to be definitely open for a 2-die counter block. But there's nothing to say that the Skaven can't go south here. Although the positioning does definitely look like it's going to be a screen at the top. I'll tell you what, very similar to what we saw from Gothmog's Dark Elves the other night.
I don't think I caught that one. Dark Elves versus... Dark Elves versus...
it was the Hobgoblins.
The Hobgoblins, yeah. I caught a little bit of that.
I think
yeah, it was the 2-1.
It was, yeah. With the really great dodgy play to get out of the very effective counter shot. So, Pow's Skull, armor holds. Gutters run deep on the south side of the pitch. And all that's left is the thrower not to muff the pickup. Natural 6 gets it, swings it round. That ball carrier is now very protected, and there are 2 deep field scoring threats. Okay, you're the Skaven coach, Matt. Sorry. I know you prefer undead, but do you score quickly here and get that roller off?
Yeah, I think so, because if they score late, if they stall out, which, I mean, you don't really see Skaven stalling out, they're not suited for it, then you've equalised, and I think they want the win here to boost them so they can maybe get the win and scale up the leaderboard next round. And getting that death roller off is going to be such a blow to the Dwarves, especially if the Skaven still have all their players.
Yeah, definitely. And TV on pitch, I mean, 130k makes a huge difference. The downside of that is the Dwarves have got 2 knocked out waiting to come back, and the Skaven are all in now. No one else is coming back. So it's a choice. Do you swap the Death Roller for 1, statistically, of either a Troll Slayer or a Blocker? I think you do, don't you? And risk taking 2 back.
Yeah, I would.
And worse than that still is the Dwarves are then going to have to chase 2 touchdowns for a draw. Okay, 1 die block here. No, holding off. Possibly switching to a blitz. There's the blitz with the Slayer. Yeah, goes after that gutter on the south side. Both down, pushback. Do you take the both down here? You do. Armor holds, though. As tempting as it is to press that gutter against the line, against the sideline.
Yeah, I think I would have been. I think I would have gone for the pushback there.
Just to push him out of position. Yeah, I mean, it's always tempting to go for armor when they're only armor 7. And we've got the runner here. Is this the Edge 4 runner? Probably just dropping back into the middle. Okay, tagging that gutter on the ground.
Yeah.
Of course, an easy 2+ dodge away, and you've still got 5 squares of movement when you're standing up with a gutter. Man, love Skaven. There we go. 1 dice, both down. Bounces off the blitzer here. I do love seeing the Death Roller on the pitch. It's such a cool positional. I'm still crossed that it's slightly underpowered.
I always like taking it on Dwarf teams in the rare times when I do play them.
It's such a cool...
I don't find Dwarves fun without the Death Roller. Maybe that's just the way I play.
But... There is a... there's a fun little secret team, the Dwarf Engineers, and you can roster a chainsaw, the bazooka, the bomber, and that. And it just looks... it just looks so good.
Those in my next Secret League tournament that I play.
Solid team, but... Oh, guy is down, saved by his armor. Blitz action there from a... Skaven lineman. These Skaven linemen doing a lot of work here.
Frees up the
gutter,
the sideline for the thrower there to run in for a side cage.
Or well, you could go for a side cage here, or you could just go for the 2+ handoff to the gutter and just get that touchdown.
7, 8, 9, yeah. With a reroll, I think that might be the play here.
Oh, he's on a move action at the moment. Oh, took the risky go for it along the sideline. To be fair, there's no Dwarf there that can dodge in and sack that ball carrier. Interesting choice. I probably would have taken that touchdown real quick and just
maybe they didn't see it.
Oh, I don't know. You've got to see it. Okay, so it's pretty tough now. One time. That is a save by the armor. I was going to say the assault to that wound would have been that injury roll, succeeding in breaking the armor. Grubnut says boring. Wanted to go for the touchdown as well. Oh no, Dwarves are full-blown boring. Skaven dodge away from that Death Roller, and now a 2-die block here on a Dwarf lineman. Gets the push power, drops him down, armor holds. Just the Skaven team just taking it out on the Dwarves here in the second half. This role reversal has been complete.
A successful dodge out there with the gutter runner.
Are we going to see him just come back into the midfield? If he does, I think it's going to be a very heavy blitzing target there.
Yeah.
And a block, 1 dice again.
1 die.
Oh, the Boomtown Rats just piling on the pressure here against the Dwarves. Okay, so Sloten Wanderers turn 2. To get to that ball carrier, it's a move action. Going to move in there just to get the extra tackle zones in. Okay, that's going to give that blocker a 1-die block, which is not great. So we're going to have to see some more movement here from the Dwarves to be able to do anything. Maybe they're not trying to do anything. Maybe they're literally just trying to threaten the score. Even the Troll Slayer just manoeuvring to get onto the gutter. Probably going to see the Edge 4 runner here do exactly the same thing. No, just hoon it up the pitch. Possibly preparing for an opportunity to sack the ball. If they sack the ball and it comes loose, you do want that Edge 4 guy. So it's a one-die blitz. Gets the POW. That's revenge. Nuffle is just on heat tonight. Drops him. Armor holds. Now there is a tackle zone on the ball carrier, but there are no tackle zones on this here gutter runner. Until now, 2 dice pushback. Going to drop that. That's a big play. Going to see tackle here on the gutter. So he's going to have to take a very horrible dodge through 2 tackle zones with no dodge reroll.
If he wants the... I don't think we're going to see a one-die blitz on the runner here. We might, because it might be...
Oh, it's a bomb! It's a bomb from the Death Roller. This needs a 7. But it just scatters, hits the sideline, and takes down nobody. That's very unfortunate. Now, you know what? Yes, Edge 1 is rubbish, but all you're trying to do is not fumble it. Otherwise, it's an inaccurate pass, and that's just as much fun.
Is it only fumbled on a 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't pass very much with the teams I play. So.
Oh no, it's -1, so it would have fumbled on a 1 or a 2. But still, 3+ to scatter a bomb at a target. Not bad. So Boomtown Rats, turn 3. They did have a shot at touchdown last turn with a simple 2+ handoff. They didn't take it. And now they are being pressured against the sideline here by the Dwarves. Okay, 2-die block, pushback, pow. Armor holds.
So what we could have seen there, if they hadn't followed up, we could have seen this lineman 3, 4, 5, 6 blitz this runner. And we're still...
No, we're going to see lineman 12. Lineman 12 on the ground there. Possibly blitz that runner away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I wouldn't put it past this Skaven coach to just blitz with a ball carrier here. Knock that runner down and then run on through. But it is going to be a lineman blitz. It's a pushback. Drops him down. So 1, 2.
I mean, that's what they needed. It's going to be a go for it, though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an 8. You're quite right. Does he take it now? Oh, he gets it. He gets it. And the Troll Slayer is back from knockout. And now both coaches are banned by the referee for failing argue the call. Okay, so now the Dwarves replace the Death Roller with another Troll Slayer, which actually helps them on the movement and agility front. And the Skaven is down to 8 players static. Dwarves could reasonably get a touchdown here quite quickly if they go full in with the runners.
Depends on... It really depends on kickoff result and how the Skaven play it.
Okay.
The blitz is going to be it for the Skaven.
That's what I was going to say. The luck of the Dwarf team here, I can really see a positive kick result for the Skaven team. Like you said, a blitz or perfect defense.
I mean, both teams have had really good luck and really bad luck, just swinging back and forth between it. I'm not
sure I've seen any 3s, 4s, or pushes rolled in this game. It's just all high, low.
6s and 1s.
Yeah. Skulls and 6s. It's been that kind of game. So, Dwarves going toe to toe with the Skaven on the line here. Fair enough. I mean,
putting 4 Skaven on the line.
Maybe it's just a love of symmetry. But yeah. Just going to give the Dwarven lots of opportunity here to make some blocks. And 1 runner in the back. One runner.
Edge 4? It is.
Yeah, 1 runner up close. Okay, so where's the ball? Surely it's just going to be a sweet spot kick here. Brilliant coaching, and the Dwarf team gets their 4th reroll. That is a very deep kick.
Oh no, which is a really high scatter.
And it's off. So the high edge runner gets the ball. I might have just given it to a Slayer at this point. Talking of Slayers, that's a Slayer block. 2 dice. He's out and badly hurt.
Badly hurt.
Okay.
His Slayers getting a little bit of SPP this game. No, just that one actually. It's mainly
Grubnuts.
the Longbeards, isn't it?
It's now 5 out for the Skaven. This defence is going to be a very tough ask, and quite frankly, I'm not sure they need it. Grubnut says, looking at 2-1. It depends how much effort the Skaven coach puts into defending. It's in the Dwarves' interest to score quickly. It could even be a 3-1 to the Skaven. If the Dwarf team here score by their turn 5, giving them 3 turns to cause a defensive touchdown to go for the draw, Skaven could real easily just get that third touchdown.
Yeah, it's definitely not gone the way I thought it would.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, absolutely not. Right, let's keep an eye on the game while we just quickly look at the. Oh, who's out? Knocked out of
a KO on the lineman from the.
Poor Nibbles. That's 6 out now for the Skaven. And the Longbeards showing no mercy, just piling in with the numbers here.
A pushback with a 1-die block.
So, casualty-wise...
They're both down, and that's another KO on a lineman.
Oof,
7 out on the Skaven side.
I mean, you've got to look at a quick score here for the Dwarves, surely.
Yeah, it's going to be another 2 turns, I think. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So
maybe they'll take the go for it.
The Skaven team here being -3 on casualties means that they are going to go with a -2 to their tiebreakers as it stands right now.
Right.
And the Skaven team is a +1, so they will go in with 3 points at -1, which is going to drop them almost to the end of the 3-point zone. So we could see them coming up against the Orc team that took my snotlings apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Depending on depending on the tiebreakers here, if the Skaven go massive on casualties now, it looks like it's going to be 4 nations and Ethereal taking 5th and 6th, and then the Skaven team against the Orc team in 7th and 8th position. Okay. Pow, saved by armor.
Oh, saved by armor. Okay.
So that would be a interesting turn of events. That would leave Norse and Amazon, Wood Elf versus Hobgoblin, Necromantic versus Lizardman, and Dwarf versus Halfling again.
Dwarf versus Halfling is not a good matchup for Halflings. That is, it's rough, especially with the Death Roller just being able to mow down the trees.
Would they be able to? They would as well. That would be Hef's Dwarf team taking on... Ooh, huge. That could be huge. Right, so Ball Carrier tagged in place now by a Blitzer. Surely that's just a Slayer. Just have a wonderful jaunt to the merry sideline there.
Probably.
Here go the rats, says Noel. Right. Interesting. I'm very excited to see this match finish and the games for round 3 start trickling in. We should be able to have a good prediction of what everyone's going to be doing. In that situation... Ooh, so if... Ooh, I don't know, mate. It could be you against the Halflings.
Oh! Anti-team, that gives me a chance.
It could very well be. It depends on the Dwarfs and how they finish up.
Who am I up
with
against
their time
now,
takers.
Dwarves? If
was
if nothing happened, I'd be against Dwarves.
You'd be up against these Dwarves.
Oh.
But depending on their negatives, at the moment they're +2, +3 with casualties.
Yeah.
So
they're 2 with casualties at the moment, I think.
Actually,
oh,
you're against Dwarves, man. You're going to be playing these guys next round.
Oh no!
I reckon.
They win the big guy battle with that, though.
They win the big guy battle for a drive, but you've got a deep bench. You've got enough players to keep your choices.
Yeah, I could just not field the the big guy to try and protect him.
Definitely an opportunity. Okay, Boomtown Rats, turn 5. They have got a very horrible blitz opportunity with the gutter. Best thing they can do is swing a 2 dice with a bad dodge. Can they get through there? They can't get through there. And that would be risking a gutter runner. But they're going to have to do something with both those gutter runners because at the moment they are both facing 2 die tackle blocks. And guarantee they're going to have that happen before they do anything with the ball carrier. Grubnut says enough players to survive the curb stomping. I don't think there are enough players to survive. Look at this. What have we got left on the pitch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Skaven and 8 Dwarves.
I think they've got to just get their surviving players out of there, really. They've got to... it's still just 2 pluses to get these Skavens out, these gut runners out of the tackle zones. Rerollable with the team reroll. And then they've got to do that.
Oh, huge skull fail there, but rerolled into pushback to free that blitzer off the sideline. And run up.
And it was blitz so they could move, yeah. That makes sense.
It kind of does, but leaving him right there, just more sideline surf bait.
Yeah, he's a blitzer, so he'll probably be okay if it's pushed into the crowd. But there's always that chance that he's just going to get minced by them.
That's a tough one there. But doing everything they can. I wouldn't be surprised in this situation then for this gutter runner up here to just dodge out and either stand right in the way and get prepared to be blitzed next turn, or to actually tag the ball carrier themselves. But that is just going all out for the pressure, and quite frankly, with your Skaven, you're 2-0 up. Oh, taking a very bad dodge there, and already used the reroll on the skull. So, yeah. Fair enough attempt, I think. It does mean, however, these gutter runners are about to get punched right in the face with the tackle block advantage. It's not what you want. Okay, we got a blitz from the Troll Slayer. Let's wave goodbye to the brain. He trips.
While going for it.
Rerolls it. He's badly hurt.
Another casualty point for the Dwarves.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure of the tiebreakers. Do the tiebreakers take in casualties for fouls, or is it just straight casualty rolls on fumble? I think it's just straight casualty, and that is a crowd, so that wouldn't affect. But the Halflings have got a +4 Corona Apocalypse Now crew advantage, and the Dwarves are at -1, so they need a positive advantage of 5, which they are getting towards to get you out of this. So, Matt, you've got to be in a position now where you want these Dwarves to cause as many casualties as possible, so that you get the Halfling team. Does get that free block on the gutter and does stun him. Just giving absolute certainty now to this touchdown. But if they do so, it's not going to be till their turn 6, which means they are only going to have 2 turns to score a defensive touchdown. 3 die block. Pow push, but tackle going to be used to take him down.
I think the most important thing for the Dwarves here is going to be getting some more players hurt, well, either knocked out or preferably injured, so that they can just kind of walk down the field next drive.
I mean, to be fair to the Dwarf coach, 8 out for the Skaven team here. And only 2 of them are knocked out.
Only 2 of those are KOs, and the rest of them are badly hurt, seriously injured, or banned.
So, best case situation, this Skaven team deploys 6 players. And that's best case. There's only a 25% chance of that. Okay, Boomtown Rats turn 6. What on earth do they even try and do here?
Run. Hide.
Getting this gutter to here and maybe taking the 2 die up on the runner. But I don't know. I imagine that the stopping that touchdown is going to help massively when it comes to tiebreakers, going for the final scoring after rounds 3 and 4. So to maximise,
I get the perfect defense bonus. Yeah.
So maximising that. It's a move. Gutter runner just gets out of the way, and it's probably going to stay put. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just making the Dwarves roll more dice.
That Slayer is going to go for a blitz there on the gutter, surely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blitz. Yeah. Surely we're going to see a Slayer blitz It's just a move. Gonna miss the opportunity there to surf the gutter. I would have gone for the surf there and just made the crowd roll for casualty. Move action here. Again, not going for the blitz. It looks like the runner might blitz through the gutter runner. Going for maximum SP. No, it's going to be a lineman up the top. 3 dice on the gutter with tackle. Pow push. All you need. And drops him down. So the armor held there. If the Troll Slayer had blitzed in and made one go for it to take the double block and push that gutter off the pitch, it would have made no difference at all. It would have just put him into reserves. But, you know, would have been exciting. The other Slayer going to move here. Are we not just going to see... We're not going to see it. If he's positioning defensively like this, it looks like the Dwarf team's going to hold out for one more turn. Grubnuts, exactly. Thought he would have hooned the gutter runner's face off. Yeah, straight through and off the side, but not so much. Maybe like... Yeah, well, I maybe missed it. It was a bit of a tricksy play. Or maybe it's just
maybe hoping for the SPP for injury.
SPP and the casualty points for the tiebreakers. Go for it, gets it. I don't think we're going to see a dwarf touchdown here. Or is he just farming blocks? Saved by his armor. Soft dwarf player.
Soft dwarf.
Feeling sorry for him.
Sorry.
Foul action. What? Okay, that's a misclick. Okay, fine.
Okay.
It's like that is the ultimate fouler move. Yeah, Grubnuts is feeling sorry for the rats. I don't know. When you two touchdowns down, it's hard to feel sorry for anyone going for a run around. Staying out of the end zone. Going to farm out the blocks now, I think, just for that next turn. Maxed out on blocks. Nothing left to do. It's the Skaven turn 7.
Going for casualties and then just making sure the Skaven can't get him 3-0.
Dodge. He's on a blitz. He's going to blitz that ball carrier. Pushback. Rerolls to both down. Sacks the ball carrier and stuns him. Absolutely denying that touchdown there. Okay, what do we got here?
There's always the edge 2 lineman.
Dude, that's a 4+ touchdown, and you've got a reroll. There's also a runner here with sure hands with a clear path in.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I thought the other runner was stunned.
No, he's back. Number 5. He's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's that? Yeah.
4. Yeah, just on the north wide zone. It's a tough one for the dwarf. There's no blocks. Nice. Come on. Come on. Ah. However, not a bad idea if the ball is failed to be picked up. What is this game turning into? So Grubnuts. I don't know. It was not what I was expecting. Good fun though. So Longbeard goes up. Go for it into the end zone. No. So we're going to see the runner probably swing up along the end zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets the touchdown. It's going to be turn 7. So actually, the dwarf coach holding that touchdown an extra turn. Yes, it limits their ability to be able to score a second, to score again this half. But it's now going to be a 1 turn for the Skaven. Although I would not be remotely surprised to see a riot called here.
Well, they've denied the Skaven the perfect defense bonus for their points. They've farmed out some. I think they got 1 casualty out farming that out. I think they got badly hurt or something like that, or at least they've
got plenty of them. Skaven get 1 knockout back, and the dwarves get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Their knockout guy stays out.
It's 5v8 for the Skaven. Definitely not in their favour.
But a riot here could still be that third touchdown. No, not with the way he's deployed. He's deploying for round 3, which I really don't think is a bad thing at all.
Yeah, I'd
get the ref. Now there's the bribes these guys could have used earlier. Oh, it's a touchback, but it's only going to be for a single turn. So SPP throw here from Gutter on turn 8.
Yeah, probably to the other
yeah.
one. Probably just move him up and then just quick pass.
Push back. Pow takes the free block there. Yeah, I mean, this gutter taking that throw, 2+2+, will actually give him a level up. That will actually get him to level up. Yeah, he's 5 already. He's an MVP. 1 SPP from a completion will take him to 6, which will drop him up to level 2. Gets the catch, gets the SPP. That guy is now leveled up. That is a big play.
That other gutter's probably going to be quite for SPP, for MVP.
It's a lot easier than going for the touchdown. And a 1-die power push just to pile on the pressure. So that should, in fact, mean we can count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 injuries. I think probably 4 were legit casualties versus 1. So he was blocked out. And on the Skaven team, seriously injured, was blocked, pushed into the crowd, blocked, blocked, blocked. So 4 blocks versus 1. So that's +3 to the Dwarves and then -1 for 2. So +3 on Kaz, -1. So +2 to the Dwarves, which is going to take him to +3 on the tiebreakers, which is not quite enough. So you're going to be playing these guys in the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
I'm faster than them, so that's good.
That is good. And the Skaven are going to go in there with a, what do we say, 2 touchdowns, so +1 touchdown, -3 casualties, so -2. They're going to go in with -1, which should place them at 3 points with -1, which will mean they will be up against the Orc team.
Orc team? Do we have 2 Orc teams?
No, just the one, and it's going to be Nathan, who I was lucky enough to play against. We've got a knockout here. Not a casualty, just a knockout from a foul. And then we're going to see the last. Go for it, go for it. Have we blitzed yet with the Dwarves?
I'm playing the Elementals. Gribnet's just asked in chat what I'm playing. The Air Elementals, which are a really
there we have it.
team. They're fun.
That's the end of the game. That's 2-1. So what we're going to do is, Matt, if you're okay to stick around for a few minutes, is we'll see these teams wrap up. We'll see the leaderboard update. So I'm just going to swap the page.
Maybe see the levels up as well.
Yeah, especially because there's going to be at least one gutter that takes it. So game is still in action. So
I did notice the Norse team, the Hollywell Raiders, they still have a level up on the Snurf Troll that they haven't given.
Yes, and their thrower as well.
On the thrower as well.
Yeah, I started my my round 3 predictions by I started doing the little bit of team brief, and that team still having 2 level ups to give makes it a bit because that's the Strength 6 Yeti who could roll a double here and get block or something horrific.
Yeah, if it's not block, it's probably going to be break tackle. I think. Oh, actually, it doesn't have Mighty Blow, doesn't he? He doesn't start with Mighty Blow, so maybe that.
Yeah, Strength 6 Claw, Mighty Blow, Frenzy, Yeti. That guy's an absolute bomb. He did work on the Sea Elves. Okay, so we are definitely looking at Skink versus Nippon. We are definitely looking at Goth Mog's Lockdown Brawlers, the Dark Elf team, against New Guy, the Zinch team, which did a superb job going for that stretch play in the last turn. That was great fun. We're going to see 4 nations from Greenberger, who Matt had the pleasure of losing to last round, play against Stevie126, Stephen Knowles, his Ethereal team.
Very excited for that one.
Oh, dude, he's not going to get an opportunity at many stabs because this team is all armor 8.
Oh.
The Greenberger Rugger boys, they're all armor 8, so Ethereal going to have a difficult time making the most of their stab against that team. Then we are going to see Headlock Holmes play against
Skaven.
Yes, we're going to see. Yes, we will. That'll be a tough one. The Orc team is a good one, and thanks to farming SPP from me, they're in a pretty good spot at the moment. So I could see a good brawl there. Then your aforementioned Hollywell Raiders, Gaff's Norse team with a big Yeti, going to be taking on Amazon. So block versus dodge, the playoff. I'm not sure on that one. Dodge could save them from the block spam.
Not great armor though.
No, No, but the
On
Claw...
either team, actually.
The Claw won't do a massive amount of work against the Amazon team. Then we'll see the Downed Rascals, my pick for the comeback team, going up against the Hobgoblin team from Woba. We is the good guys. That Hobgoblin team plays so well. That will be a very interesting match. If the Hobgoblins can stab and foul their way into a decent positive casualty rating, because they are +7 on casualties at the moment.
They've got stab, you said?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, that could be the fall of those War Dancers.
Yeah, it depends on the War Dancer's tree. That could be a tough game.
Yeah.
Then we got Necromantic Horror, Clawvid Town against the Rakatop Reptiliods, fallen all the way down from 2nd place into 13th after being dispatched by Widram this round. Necro versus Lizards. Necro are fast, Lizards are faster.
Yeah.
Necro are strong, Lizards are faster, so it's going to be an interesting one. Lizards definitely playing the mid-range deck there. The mid-range team against the Lizardmans all in. Then we should see, doing this for Mia, the Dwarf team play against Halfling. So that'll be the second Dwarf team.
So sorry, Dr. Clays.
Dr. Claus having to play 2 Dwarf teams.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a brutal. But they pulled a 1-1 against the Dwarf team in the first round, so they know how to play. And they're just going to get extra inducements. They ran, I think, both Morg and Carla von Kill against Steven. And gave him a horrible game. So, what do you do? Yeah, we're going to get to me in a minute, Grobnuts. Don't worry. Then we will see the Boomtown Rats have already gone up. Then we'll see Sloten Wanderers, this very Dwarf team, play against you, Matt. That'll be very interesting.
Earth, Wind and Fire, yeah, my elemental team.
That'll be good.
I am not... I think I'm going to be watching some videos on how to beat dwarves.
Hey, we just watched a heck of a way to beat dwarves, but I don't know if I could replicate that ever. Then we're going to see
the team 2 movements slower.
Yeah. Then we're going to see an absolute pair of massacres here. We've got Sea Elf, which are dwarves essentially with Edge 4. Going up against the Horrors of Tzeentch, which is a very cool team. Loads of Bombardiers, but loads of Strength 2. So, going to be an interesting one.
Stunty Tzeentch team, isn't it? With the fireworms.
Yeah, very cool team. But with 4 Bombardiers and nobody... Well, okay, 2 guys with Armour 8. That's going to be a casualty fest probably for the Sea Elves. And then talking of casualty fest, we've got Ogre Kingdoms versus Snotlings. Me... sitting very gently and delicately in 22nd spot after having 2 absolute carnage but really fun games with the Snotling. It's going to be me against Rob, which is really cool. Yeah, -17 on the tiebreakers. That's an average of 8.5 per round, so if I can finish up the tournament I might push it, see if I can get to -40. That'd be interesting. Yeah, Grubnuts, it's been a horrible time for the Snotling team. Snotlings, they're not the toughest, and my opponents have done a great job at blitzing my actual good players. It's savage is about right. But I'm feeling good about this. I'm not really, but you know, it'll be fun. It'll be a really fun game to play against Rob. Hopefully we'll get him on the stream, and we can discuss all the bad decisions being made by both players. So definitely going down there. Still got the pumps. Yeah, they're all good. No one died this game, which is pretty sweet for me. No one's out. I've got 15 players. And all the money at 20k. Can't quite afford another guy. But yeah. And
I was hoping I'd be able to, this next round, get some casualties to even out my my -7. But I don't think that's going to happen against Dwarves, so I'm probably going to have to bank on just
scoring.
Touchdowning them. Yeah,
okay, scores are updated. Skink, Nippon, Dark Elf, Tzeentch, Four Nations, Ethereal, Skaven, Orc. And then, yeah, it is going to be... you and the dwarves down here.
Who's running the dwarves? Oh yeah, did I start that? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is going to be a tough game. You are not out by any shout of the imagination, and you've got 240k in inducements plus the extra 100. So
which is actually Griff if I want to buy him.
Griff? Griff's not a bad
he's
shout.
340. Isn't it? Something like that.
Something, maybe, yeah.
320 maybe. And yeah, so I could have enough for Griff, or I could buy some other things.
You've got humans then as your choice?
Yeah, human and human stop players, yeah. I've used Puggy, but in my first round, and he did quite a lot actually. He got
Puggy,
stabbed,
Puggy's
which
great.
is
He's a stunty strength 3 blodger. He's very underrated. Has your air elemental got throw teammate?
no, sadly not.
That's a shame. That would have been pretty decent.
Yeah.
Right, Grubnuts, I will catch you later. Thanks very much for hanging out with us. You're not going to go for the wizard, Matt?
Oh, I'm tempted. I used it last round, and that was fun. But
Wizards are fantastic. Now let's have a look and see.
Griff's really good. I've never used him before.
Well,
but
Griff
played against
is good,
him
but
3 or
bear in
4
mind,
times.
Griff is a strength 4 edge for blodger. Okay?
Yeah.
So
And
blodge.
he's a star player on Hulk.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you're not going to get the dodge advantage of him.
Oh, because of tackle.
Yeah. So maybe not entirely solid. So looking at the Boomtown Rats here, we've got the skills in, Matt. Pinky
Yeah,
and the Brain both guard blitzers now.
Yeah, I think that's the right move.
I can only assume that no doubles were rolled, so no claw on the blitzers.
Yeah.
And Speedy Gonzalez, gutter runner number 4, takes block, which is again not a bad skill. Alignment out.
Throw with the MVP, which is unlucky, but
That is
I'd
unlucky.
rather have that on a gutter, I guess.
Yeah, that is unlucky. I don't know. I can't imagine that he's aiming for leader when you've got 4 rerolls already. So the one thing we do have to look at is the Boomtown Rats are now hitting 150k in their treasury. And do you know what's 150k? The big rat.
No. Oh, the Rauga.
The Roger. The Roger. So this guy going up against, what did we say, Orcs for the Skaven?
Yes.
Roger.
Wait, no.
Rat Ogre comes with, does Rat Ogre come with Claw?
Yeah,
Or-
Rat Swiss.
Or does it come with Mighty Blow?
He comes with Claw, I think. I've got the lineups up here. Just let me.
Could be,
Skaven. There they are. Rat Ogre, Frenzy, Mighty Blow. Oh, it's Mighty Blow, not Claw.
it's Mighty Blow, not Claw, but still could be a decent choice here for the player. He's got all of his gutter runners back. All the gutter runners back. Full lineup, 150k. You know what? You could just spend it, get 3 linemen, and take a 13-man roster in there.
Yeah, deep bench could be pretty good against the Orcs. Do they have any Mighty Blow? Or they've got the big guy, haven't they? They've got the Troll.
They've got a troll, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be the massive decider. And literally just block on the thrower and jump up on a goblin. So nothing to really worry about. So
Yeah, especially if that Troll just gets wiped out by a rock like he did in his game against you.
So yeah, Boomtown Rats taking 3 linemen is really boring, but it would put them at 1270 against 1250 for Orc, and they'd have that bench, and they have a skill advantage. It could be a really solid play. Let's have a quick look. Let's check out your dwarfs, my friend. What did they get? SPPs. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are they? Where am I? Yeah, Sultan Wanderers number 70.
Oh, brutal. Looks like the MVP went on the Troll Slayer.
Where's the Troll Slayer?
Number 3.
Yeah, so no levels?
Now,
no levels?
To be fair, Eli Lark did deserve it. That Troll Slayer was pretty great. But yeah, that's lucky for you, man. That works out real well. 11 players at 1250, only 50k in the back. Can't buy anything. And one of them is going to be a journeyman. That is a depleted dwarf roster. They've got all the positionals, sure, but 11 players, a death roller, and a journeyman included in that. That gives you an advantage.
Does it?
Definitely does. You've got 12 players, and all of yours can use your blooming rerolls. And your team value is only 1010. That means
What's that team value?
1250. So you get.
Yeah, 240k. Sorry, you've already said that.
Well, no, with the level ups, we were waiting to see the depth change, but that is really exciting. I can't wait to tune into that. I hope you're going to stream it, and I hope I'm free to watch it as well.
I think my fire elemental that's now frenzy block. I think he might, as long as he's not wiped out by a rock or a crown surf or something stupid.
Or their frenzy block. Got an edge boosted, move boosted Troll Slayer. I like it. Serpentine Fire. Wicked. Right, Rob's already pestering me to get the game in. Okay, Rob, Friday, Saturday, either Thursday night, whatever. Let's do this. But I think we should wrap it up for there. Matt, thank you so much for joining me again. It's great fun.
Thanks for having me again.
It's great fun calling these games with you, and I'm glad I shared that experience with someone because that was a heck of an upset there by the Skaven. And now you have to play Dwarves next, which is going to be very tough.
Yay.
Guys in chat, guys on YouTube, thanks very much for watching, and we'll be back in the next few days with way more Blood Bowl, so stick with us, and yeah, see you soon.